Shalom. This is the brother Danyala coming back again with another lesson, giving honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect brothers and sisters that believe in this word and that fear in the Heavenly Father and His Son. And I just wanted to do a quick video, and I pray that you're edified, on, basically, life after death. We grew up, a lot of us that come into this truth, we were in the Christian church, Catholic, whether, Baptist or Lutheran or Presbyterian, whatever Christian church we came from. All right. And other religions too, but the narrative, the fake narrative of hell was always pushed. Hell as being another dimension where your spirit goes to be tormented and burned forever, which when you read the scriptures, that's not the truth. All right. Hell is a condition on earth. All right. Also, meaning the grave. All right, and death, but it doesn't mean you go to another dimension. Your spirit goes to another dimension to be tormented for eternity. That's not what that means. So I just want to get a couple of scriptures, on what happens to your spirit after it leaves your body, right? Because hey, you are alive in after you die, life after death, die, so to speak, which you're not. Let me grab this real quick. This precept is going to explain things even more here. Let's go here. Right. This is just going to prove a little bit how the Most High has things set up. We're going to go to Matthew's chapter 22. And Matthew chapter 22 and 31, it says, "But as touching the resurrection of the dead." Now the word resurrection means a thing rise. Res meaning thing, and erection means to rise up. So what is the thing that rises up? All right, from the dead body, the body that's dead. The spirit rises up, and it goes unto the Most High. All right. It receives its judgment for when it returns into the earth, and that's what Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. I beheld, under the sun, the place of judgment. It says, "The resurrection of the dead. Have ye not read that which was spoken unto you by the Most High?" Now, why is he saying this? This is why he's saying, let's read up a little bit. Just want to get this point. Check this out. So, Matthew's 22 in the 23rd chapter, it says, "The same day came to him Sadducees." Right now, it's about to tell you about what the Sadducees believed in, which say that there is no resurrection, right? Your spirit doesn't get raised up from your body. There's no resurrection. There's no life after death, right? And asked him, saying, "Master, Moses said, if a man die having no children, his brother shall marry his wife and raise up seed unto his brother. Now there were with us 7 brethren, and the first, when he had married a wife, deceased, and having no issue, left his wife unto his brother. Likewise the second, also in the third unto the seventh. So all of them die. All those men die. It says, and last of all, the women. So all of them died, and the women, right? It says, therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife shall she be of the seven? For they all had her. So basically, whose wife is she gonna be in the spiritual realm, right? After they die, whose wife is she gonna be? Because they all had her, right? And this is what the Lord said. He said, Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, ye do err, not knowing the scriptures, right? So, hey, you don't know the scriptures, man. You're making a big mistake. You're having a big misunderstanding. It says, nor the power of the Most High. It says, therefore, in the resurrection, they neither marry. So they don't marry. You don't have wife and husband in the spiritual realm, right? Nor are given into marriage, but they are as the angels of the Most High in heaven, right? So they don't marry. They're not given into marriage. They don't have sex in the heavens. They're like the angels of the Most High. The angels don't have sex. All right? There's no husband and wife in the spiritual realm. It says, for in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of the Most High in heaven. All right, it says, but as touching resurrection of the dead, have ye not read that which was spoken unto you by the Most High, saying, I am the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. The Most High is not the power of the dead, but the power of the living. So that right there shows you that, hey, you're still alive even though you're not in this body. All right? What we call death here on the earth is just a separation of your spirit from your body. From this terrestrial body, might I add. Right? Now when you read, I believe it's 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, or maybe the 5th chapter, right? It says what? That we have a heavenly body in the heavens. So we have another body in the heavens to receive our spirit to be housed with, man. And that body is more powerful. That body is not sick. That body is not blocked off from understanding who the Most High is. You know? So the Most High is the power of the living, man. So really, in essence, you're not really dead, man. All right, your body's just separated. You went into another dimension. Okay. All right, your spirit has went into another dimension. So, hey, when we wake up to this truth, we find comfort in that. You know, we may have certain family members that passed on that were close to us, you know, before coming into the truth, and even after coming to the truth, right? The Lord gives us understanding. Hey, you know, they're with me now. You know, they're not down here on the earth suffering all the things that we have to suffer, right? They're in the spiritual realm, where what? It's paradise, man. They good. They living it up there, man. You know, and of course, you know, brothers and sisters have, you know, we have those thoughts of, you know, wanting to be with the Lord in the spiritual realm than to be down here. You know, because it's better up there than it is down here, right? But and we have to be down here and endure so that we can see the heaven, you know, the order from the heaven be established upon earth, right? Let me grab this too. Be with me in paradise. Luke chapter 23 and Let me start at 39. It says, and one of the malefactors, this is when the Lord was being crucified. He's being crucified next to two malefactors on either side of him. It says, and the one malefactor which were hanged railed on him, saying, if thou be Hamashiach, save thyself and us. If you be the Son of the Most High, save yourself. Save me too. Right? So he railed at him, man. He's ridiculing him. He's mocking him. Right? But the other answering rebuked him, saying, dost thou not fear the Most High, seeing thou art in the same condemnation? You're in the same position. Don't you have any fear, man? Right? So he rebuked him, man. It says, and we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds, but this man hath done nothing amiss. So he didn't do nothing wrong, man. And he said unto Yahushua, Lord, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom. Right? So he's begging him to remember him when he comes into the kingdom. Have mercy upon me. Right? And it says, and Yahushua said unto him, verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. What does he mean by that? Because they were all about to die. But he said, what? You gonna be with me in paradise. Yeah, the dude on the other side too was gonna be in paradise too. But the Lord said, hey, basically they were gonna go into paradise after they died. So when you die, so to speak, your spirit's separated from your body, you receive a new body in the heavens, right? You're in paradise. You're taking a break. You're resting, right? Or waiting to return unto the earth, And that's really what it is, because there is something called reincarnation, where the Lord brings your spirit back into a fleshly body. Reincarnation means to make flesh again, right? So that's all those different, of our family members that die on this side. We already know that they're gonna come back through the loins of the elect men. All right, and come back into the nation in perfection and full righteousness. They're gonna be our sons and daughters, man. So those same spirits that passed away on this side, we're gonna see them in the kingdom, right? And they're gonna be good. They're gonna be in paradise. They're gonna be upright. They're gonna be righteous, right? And everything's gonna. It's what you call a happily ever after. Right? So now let me go back here to Psalm 68:20. It says, he that is our power is the power of salvation. So Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has the power to save from destruction, right? And unto our power, the Lord, belongeth the issues from death, right? So the Lord decides who lives and who dies, and this is the omnipotence or the all-powerfulness of the Heavenly Father and His Son, right? So with that being said, as we, you read in 1 Samuel, the 2nd chapter, it says what? The Lord killeth and the Lord maketh alive. So the Lord can take you out of this world, right? And bring you back into the spiritual realm. And He can take you from the spiritual realm and bring you back into this world. That's all it is. The transference of your spirit from one dimension to another. That could be a painful process, or it could be an easy process, man. It could have a little sting to it, or it could have a lot of sting, man. However the Lord wants to do it, in terms of going back into the spiritual realm, But the Lord does these different things, Now let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7. More proof that your spirit returns unto the Lord and it doesn't go to another dimension to burn forever. Right? And plus, how can your spirit burn when your spirit itself is fire, man? Pure energy, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7. It says, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. So that's why your body goes into the ground. You bury the body, right? It breaks down and it decomposes back into the elements that are in the earth, right? And the spirit return unto the Most High who gave it. So there you go. Your spirit goes back up into the heavens, right? To the Most High who gave the spirit in the first place, right? Your spirit ascends into paradise, right? You have Stephen, right? Who spoke the truth and rebuked the wicked of our people, right? So much so that they brought him out and they stoned him. And as he was, enduring that, he saw the Lord standing on the right hand of the Heavenly Father on high, right? And the Lord received his spirit into the heavens, man. Okay? That's where all spirits go. We're going to read a precept on that. Whether you've done wickedness or whether you've done righteousness, that's where all spirits go, into the heavens. Now, you're rewarded for what you've done, okay, in the next life. All right? When you return into the earth, that's the place of judgment. So, let's read this one. Well, actually, this is a Job chapter 3. Let's start at verse 13. It says, for now should I have lain still and been quiet, I should have slept, then had I been at rest. Now, when you read the whole chapter 8, and you read the story of Job, all right, Job was catching a lot of hell. He lost all his family, he lost all his riches, and he lost his health. The Lord took all of that away from him, and he still maintained his faith. All right, to where at the end, the Lord gave it all back to him twofold, man, twofold. But Job was enduring so much pain and affliction that he wished he'd never been born. He wished he was still in the heavens, right? Why? Because there's peace and paradise in the heavens. You don't get sick, right? You don't get hungry. You don't get tired, right? You're not confined and limited as this body is on the earth is, man. This body's weak, right? So Job desired to be in the heavens, and hey, a lot of days, brothers, even myself, we desire to be in the heavens too, right? But we have to be down here to fight and to see this war, okay, this spiritual war, to see this all the way through unto the end when the Lord returns. So it says, then had I been at rest, right? You take a break, man. You resting, right? It's like a temporary retirement, okay? Before you have to come back onto the earth and endure all these different things, okay? It says, with kings and counselors of the earth. So those men who came into the world, it was kings and counselors, and they died and they went back into the heavens, right? Which built desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold. They had gold when they was on the earth, right? Or filled their houses with silver, or as an hidden untimely birth, I had not been, as infants which never saw light. So the different, babies that never basically came into life, their spirit stayed up in the heavens, man. Okay, it says there the wicked ceased from troubling. So hold on. I thought the wicked go to another dimension and they burn forever. right? But it says there the wicked cease from troubling, right? So even the wicked men of the earth, they go into the heavens and they don't trouble you no more. But they up there too, you know. And there's been an account. I'm sure there's many accounts, but an account where you had Edomites have died and they go to heaven and they come back down into their body or have an out of body experience where they're in the heavens, and they say basically yeah, we saw the Lord, but we're not important up there. The Israelites are important up there. We're not important up there. It says let me see here. Will the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. So the weary be at rest, man. You got certain, jakes that, hey, before they passed on to the spiritual realm, they were tired, man. They were ready to go. Whether they have been in old age or whether they've been sick, they were tired, man. They were ready to take a break. A break was well needed. And that's, and then they have a break now, man. They're in paradise. It says, their prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. Right. So they hear not the voice of the oppressor, man. Right? Hey, our people that have been oppressed for so long, even, thinking slavery times, the different hell that they had to go through. Hey, when this devil would do certain things and put them to death, their spirit would be glad, man. They'd be angry at this devil, but they'd be glad that they're in the heavens, man. They no longer have to hear the voice of this devil, man. They no longer have to hear the voice of the oppressor, man. It says, small and great are there. So those who are high status, low status. And the servant is free from his master. So you're no longer a slave to anyone anymore, right? Or you no longer have someone enslaved under you, right? It says, wherefore is the light given to him that is in misery? So he's posing the question, why are, the light, meaning you coming into the world, why are we born just to come into misery, man? It says, wherefore is light given to him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter in soul. If I was going to be bitter, why am I alive? But this is the condition that everybody is in upon the earth. These afflictions is what's common to man. This is what we all have to go through, right? And how is talking about wherefore is the light given to him that is in misery. I was talking about being born because we just read it. It says, as infants which never saw light, right? When they come out the womb and the light enters into their eyes, man, they see light, right? It says, it says, which long for death because they have they're bitter in their spirit, man. They're living a bitter life. They're in hell. Their life is a living hell. So they long for death, right? They long to be in the spiritual realm, really, right? It says, which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for hid treasures, right? So that's how, bad people can long for death, man. Looking for it so much so as if it's a treasure, man. You know, and you're gonna have that coming in the times of judgment where people are gonna look for death. They ain't gonna be able to find it. They're just gonna have to endure whatever judgment or hell the Lord puts on them until He decides, okay, you can die now. All right, I'm gonna put you to death now, right? You might even have people, trying to escape their judgment. They might run and jump off a building. But guess what? They get right back up and still got to endure whatever judgment the Lord got to them. So it's the Lord that controls life and death, man. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, which is why He's to be greatly feared. It says, which rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they can find the grave, right? When they can finally catch a break, man. Get some rest, from the hell that they're enduring upon the earth, right? And this is what Job was saying in the bitterness of his soul, man, because he was going through lots of stuff, man, lots of affliction. I'm sure there's brothers that are listening to this that may come across this video, sisters that are enduring lots of affliction too, man. But hey, through the spirit part of Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, you gotta stay strong, man. Pray unto the Lord to stick it through unto the end. And the Lord is gonna give us that paradise and happiness upon the earth. Okay, where we won't need to look forward to, going into the spiritual realm, man. For the paradise, man, because it'll be here on the earth, man. So, Lord will you will edify with that lesson. And once again, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Erekah Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect, brothers and sisters. Shalom.